Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So Ethereum seems to be making the move we've been waiting for. We are climbing higher, which is good. We didn't really see here in this particular ABCDE triangle the last leg down, or it was maybe a very short one. You never really know that, but it would have been a bit too short for the wave E. Therefore, I don't think this was a triangle. If it was a triangle, it's broken anyway. Yeah, we talked about these two possibilities in the previous video, that it could either be here a sideways triangle, out of which we now broke out. As expected, it would be to the upside, because the ABCDE triangle always breaks out to the opposite side of the E. Or that we already saw here the beginning here possibly, and this is how it's currently looking like for me, that we moved up here in the wave A in a 5-wave move from the low at 1420, moved up in a wave A, we came down in a wave B, and that we are now moving up in the wave C, and that in the wave C we've already seen the wave 1, we came down in the wave 2, and we are now in the wave 3. Why do I say that? First of all, that move up indicates we are in a wave 3. If you look at this, the wave 3 seems to be very strong. That move up was very strong. This didn't really look great here. So we need to see, is that sustainable what we're doing now? We certainly broke out above the previous wave high, which is always a good signal that the imminent downward move is over. And also we broke into the price region of a previous wave 1 low. That is always a good indication that yes, a bearish or a series of bearish wave patterns has been invalidated. So we are waiting, as you know, for higher prices anyway here. We're waiting for the price to reach that area between 1770 and 1920. You can see that not all coins move together all the time. Yeah, you can see that Ethereum is performing quite well, while Bitcoin, you don't really see a lot happen here. Yeah, very small green candle. Yeah, not really noteworthy. Ethereum's looks much stronger. So yeah, this is basically the scenario in which we are, and I can only confirm the scenario from that we talked about, that from a high level point of view, we started here at the low of 880, a move up in a wave 1, we came down in a wave 2, corrective wave, we moved up in a wave 3, we moved down in a 4, and moving up in a 5. So, and then from here we came down in what I believe was a wave A. We are now in the wave B here, leading us into the yellow range, and then coming down in a wave C, which would complete this wave 2 correction. This is at the moment my primary expectation. At the moment I have no reason to doubt that one. At the moment we're following that path. Yeah, at the moment we're following that path. There is another scenario that I talked about before, where, you know, this here was a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and this was the wave 5, and that we then came down in a wave A, we moved up in an overshooting wave B of the correction, and this was already the wave C, that the low of 1420 already completed this wave 2 basically, and this wave C, which in my primary expectation we're not going to see until we make the high of the wave B first and come down in a C. These are unfortunately both possible scenarios. In that case, we would now already go higher, yeah, and break above $2,030. And this is for me the less likely scenario. A few people have asked me, you know, what if we are in this scenario? You know, but what is then? If we are in this scenario, we are going to go through that 2020 level. And that's what it is, yeah. And therefore, what I have done, I've taken some ETH profits up here. Not much, yeah. I've left most of it on the table. That's how I play it, because you never know. You can only trade this market with probabilities, in my opinion, yeah. So I took some profits up here. We talked about that in the videos. I made the channel members aware. We then came down here. I bought again at around, where were we? 1470 or something. Unfortunately, I was stopped out, so cost neutral. I didn't buy in again. Maybe I should have, but you never know. I didn't. I bought some BTC though. Nevertheless, I didn't buy back in. but I still have a lot of my ETH on the table, which I haven't taken profits. So what my intention to do is, I may, depending on how high we go in the wave B here, I may take some profits here in that region between 1770 and 1920. Some profits. Again, I'm not going to take everything off the table, because it could be there is a certain probability that we will go higher, and then I will take profits later of the remaining part of that trade or of that portfolio. If we go lower, I will use then those profits to rebuy cheaper. That's how I played it, you know, because you never really know. I'm not going to sell everything here, because then it could be that we overshoot it, yeah. Because if this is also a wave B, it could become an overshooting wave B. You never know. Yeah, there are only price targets, and so far I think with this sort of method, you know, you're sort of recognizing that different scenarios are possible, especially in the current environment. There is not the one scenario where I would say, right, with a 90% probability we are doing this or that. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market, especially if we look at Bitcoin anyway. But yeah, overall, you know, as long as we're holding now, and we've just broken below that level again, unfortunately. But as long as we are normally, you know, holding above the 1620 level, we can push higher, of course. But we're not holding it at the moment. So it is important for the bulls now to reclaim that level, hold above it, ideally retest it, the 1620 level, and go higher. This scenario here that we moved into the price region of the wave 1 at least has invalidated a couple of scenarios, bearish ones, which is always good. So it's a bullish move, but we also need to hold this level. So not a very clear move. We need to hold it, but we are maybe working on it. Maybe we are just retesting it now on the lower time frame. But general direction is still higher here. Overall, only should we go below 1475 again, then we're going to retest the 1420 low. And if we go below 1420, then we are shifting to a downtrend on the daily chart. So above 1420, or let's say above this swing low here, so basically above 1440, the daily chart is in an uptrend. As long as we're above that level, it's sort of positive and rather bullish. If we go below that level and then also lose the 1420, the daily chart will be in a downtrend. And for short-term traders, this is important here. And so far we're following here the path into the, or closer towards the target area for the wave B. That's the next higher level target. How we get there, you know, there are different ways that Ethereum can take, as I mentioned, and you never really know which way it's eventually going to take. We can make some assumptions, but yeah, the 1620 level, and we're just holding above it again, is key. And then taking out the 50-day moving average here, which is at 1630 at the moment. And that would be bullish as well if we get above that level. Okay, and that's my update about Ethereum. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.